Hey you guys, I'm back up here as promised. As you see, I got getting myself down, took a shower and got put my hair up because it's almost time for me to go nighty night. I got to work in the morning, you guys. But this video is going to be a little bit longer than my first two videos. My first two videos was my intro, just telling a little bit about myself and about my page. This is more like a story time. Story time could be anything between something that happened throughout my day, something that happened in my life once, or either it could just be something that I just want to talk about. I'm going to try to make these story times always be a part of my channel. Depend on how more engaged y'all are into it with me doing my story times. But no further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so as you guys can see, this one is going to be a little bit longer, not too much long. I'm not going to make it long, but it is story time. And as stories, they tend to have a little lengthy plot and twists and turns and stuff with it. But before I get into my story time, I'm going to, as always, I'm going to try to make story time an official thing with my YouTube channel, because I want to engage with you guys with different things that go out throughout my day or just something that happened in my life. Don't mind my shirt. I love these guys. These are my guys, and I can't wait for the fall to come. But that's off topic. But rewinding it. I am going to engage with story time a little bit more. But before I get into my story time, I want to share something, like I always said, something near dear to my heart. What I got right now is my little Sonic. See Sonic? My baby boy, David, his picture should pop up in the corner. Either here or his picture might pop up over here. I don't know. But Sonic is his very favorite character. And he gave me this keychain with Sonic on it because he said, "Mommy, I want you to have it because when you have it near you, you can always think of me." I love my pudding ball. I do. And that is going to engage with my story time. And once again, you guys, I know it's going to be kind of lengthy, but it's story time. And this is time to wind down and just relax and just listen to me to tell my little story. And as well with my story times, this always comes with a positive reasoning and a feedback of why I'm telling you this story. And I'm telling you. So tonight's story time, it has to do with, of course, my pudding pop. We are not originally from Florida. We are from Virginia, two up, two down. And we moved from Virginia to San Diego. As we did this, when we first moved from Virginia, we were originally born and raised from Virginia. My ex-husband, his picture should pop up in the corner. He is in the military, Navy, of course. And at that time, I only had two kiddos. Adam, picture, and Janaya, picture. Whichever side it may pop up on it. And I only had them two at the time. When we moved from Virginia to California, it's a little family. We had a little doggy, and it was just us, just the four of us. So, getting into my story. So, as we was in maybe 2 years in California, me and my ex-husband decided that we wanted to have another child. Mind you, like I said, once again, my YouTube channel is my book. So this is me giving y'all a little story background, okay? So 2 years into moving out in California, me and my ex-husband decided to have a baby. But we went about doing it IVF. To those, I want to say to those women out there that think it's no other way, that it's impossible to have another child, and you didn't try IVF and it just seems not to work, I'm here to tell you, it does work. I did IVF, which it is pretty costly. It cost me $5,000 to get it done. But when you believe in the higher power and you lead by faith and not by sight, and you pray, it does work. Because me and my ex-husband, we decided to start on the journey for doing an IVF. We did, and because he wanted a son. So, and I get it. So we decided to go down this road of doing IVF. Not knowing too much about it, not knowing enough, did enough research, and did enough looking and reading and asking questions. We decided to do it. So we took a leap of faith and we decided to go ahead and just do it, you know? Once again, leading by faith and not by sight, okay? So we went into the doctors. We talked to so many doctors, so many physicians, surgeons. Like, we talked to a lot of people. So we finally did it. So the doctor told us, well, Smith-Lott, it's a 50-50 chance that this may go through and it may not go through. So we was always headstrong of, it's gonna work. After doing it, getting the injections, and because there's a lot of injections that you have to get, and it's a lot into it, and then you gotta put your body, as women, gotta put our bodies to go through a lot dealing with IVF. And the letters are IVF. And I'm gonna put the letters on the screen. You put your body through a lot, and it can be tough. It can. But after 3-4 months, I decided to take a pregnancy test. With that pregnancy test, I found out that I was pregnant. I was very excited, very thrilled, and that's when I had my little belly. It's gonna be a picture that's gonna pop up, and I'm gonna show you my little belly. I didn't get big at all, not at all. And I'm gonna show you another picture that I looked like when I was in my first trimester with my green shirt. It was the most cutest shirt. And me and my ex was like so happy, through the roof, like happy. When we first found out, my doctor told me that don't get too excited. I have to wait till my second trimester to officially make it official, because sometimes going through your first cycle, your first trimester, IVF don't never tends to keep. So leading my faith again, we decided to was like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So second trimester comes up, and I'm still pregnant. And there's a picture gonna pop up with me and Adam and Janaya. And then there's a picture that's gonna pop up with me and my kid's father. And that's when we knew it was real. We had a baby shower, and it started to become so for real. Like, I'm about to have a baby. It's a boy. And we were just like, we were so happy. The baby shower was, the theme was Incredible Hulk. And we had Incredible Hulk shirts made. And it was just such the cutest little thing ever. We had like little cupcakes, and they had a little Incredible Hulk cupcake, little Incredible Hulk baby up there. It was just such the cutest. When I tell you that it was one of those things when when we came in to go see the doctor on my second trimester, my doctor said, Mr. and Mrs. Lott, it kept. Like, y'all, I'm going to have a healthy baby boy. So I'm just like so happy through the roof. Because here we are, didn't know nothing about IVF. And we're just leading by faith and just prayer. We ended up with a beautiful baby boy. And March 20th, 2017 is when he was born. And I have a little book that we had made, a picture book in the hospital, and it shows his face and it shows his birthday, date, and year. And when I tell you it was the most happiest day in my life, but not even in my life, but in my son, my oldest son, and my baby girl life. And not only that, but my kid's father holding him for the very first time. And he was so happy, so happy. And to get the picture of me and my 3 children. So I went from 2 to 3. 2 boys and 1 girl. And to capture a moment where I'm in the bed with my baby boy and my oldest son and my oldest daughter is standing there and just surrounded with the love. It made it so real, and it made it so worth it. Because when I tell you, my daughter and my son and my kid's father was there for me every step of the way. They was there every step of the way. And let me tell you, the baby shower, we had so much fun. All our friends was there. Like, it was enough people there to shower us with the love and the support that we needed at the time. Because a lot of people kept saying to me, well, we don't know if it's going to work. We don't know if it's going to keep. A lot of women have miscarriages when doing IVF. And I'm just like, look, hey, I lead by faith and not by sight. That's just how I work. I do. And when the doctor told me and my kid's father that this is the first time that in a very long time that IVF took on the first go round, was absolutely amazing. So even with that being said, it was just all of a blessing on its own. And we also had the opportunity to even pick the egg that we wanted. And it was 2 eggs that, well, I'm real fertile, really fertile. I produced 16 eggs, and all 16 eggs, the doctor said, was alive and kicking. So I had a lot of them. But out of the 2 that we picked, it was a boy and 1 was twins. We didn't even know which one we was picking, and I decided I didn't want to do it. I let my kid's father do it, and he picked the egg. And not knowing whether it was the twins or whether it was the single one, that was the one that we had to figure out by after we figured it out, right? So kind of found out it was just a single one, and it was just the boy, which was DJ. And I'm telling you, when the doctor and the nurses wrapped him up in that blanket for the first time, and I think I got a picture of that too, and handed him to me, it was just like all the pain, all the stress, all the crying, this is so worth it at the end of the day. So worth it. And my baby girl stayed there with me the whole entire time. I'm not saying that my son didn't do it either, and not saying my kid's father wasn't there, but they had to work and he had to go to school and stuff like that. But the support and the love that I got, it was unreal. And I just wanted to share that little story with you guys, because I know a lot of women that's right now that's trying to conceive and trying to have a baby. And I just want to tell them, don't never give up. Don't ever think it can't happen, because miracles can happen. And I just wanted to keep telling you, just keep praying, keep faith, and love on the loved ones that you love, and keep positivity and positive people around you, and keep your stress level to a minimum of 0 if you can. It's life, and we're gonna get stressed out, but I'm here to tell you, don't give up. No matter what type of way you're trying to go about it, whether it's IVF or just doing it the natural way, don't give up. Because when there's a will is a way, there's a way and there's a will. And as long as you have God or the highest power or whoever you have that you pray to, as long as you have that in your heart, anything is possible. And like I said, this video was going to be a little bit longer than the other because this is my little story time. But I just want to tell you, the mothers out there and the women out there that's really trying to conceive, don't give up. Don't give up. I'm here to tell you, it's possible. It's possible. And if anybody ever have any questions about the process of IVF and want to just know a little bit more about it, or just want to know a little bit more about my experience, you can always drop a comment down below and I will write you back. No problem. But I'm about to get off because I don't want this video too long. But I just wanted to share that little story with you guys, because once again, I said, my YouTube is my open book. My YouTube is my open book. And my stories are your stories. I'm here to share my stories with you, because you never know what my stories can help you with. So if you ever want to know a little bit more about the process of the IVF, feel free to drop a comment and I will give you all the knowledge that I have. But I just wanted to get up here and share that little story with you guys, because I just want you guys to know it can work. And don't give up, no matter what way you're trying to go about conceiving. Keep the faith. Lead by faith and not by sight, and just keep praying. And God got you, I promise. But once again, like I said, my word from the beginning of my first video was good vibes. That's all you have to have, is good vibes. But once again, thank you for coming onto my page. Thank you for just taking the time and just watching my video. But as always, like, share, and comment. And make sure you hit that bell that's in that corner when you know when I'm on posting a video. Once again, I'm your girl, Stasia. Later, you guys.
On private jets, taking trips, come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today.